examine world languages, right? There's what 9,909 languages upon the face of the earth, over 14,000 dialects, and over 30,000 additional unknown languages and dialects. So I am a scholar when it comes to research, detailed research, and this is how I find this stuff out. I dig and I go beneath the surface here. So when you type in, there you go, 666 Goexon Road on Google, it comes up with all of these biotechnology companies that specializes in biotechnology, nanotechnology, that specialize in geoengineering, gene therapy, gene splicing, okay? And so it's all located within the Chinese military industrial complex at 6 Goldson Road.
I can't even believe this. I mean, so you have the Wuhan Healthogen Biotechnology Lab that came up. I mean, this is. I just can't believe the stuff that is coming up, and it's just so much in your face. This 666 Gaoxing, this is crazy.
It's crazy because you got hundreds of American companies led by Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, who are all located at that same address of 666 Goldson Road. Now, people say, well, that's coincidental. Nothing is, but, and there you go right there on the Civilian Intelligence Network website, okay? The Wuxi Pharma Aptech Institute, okay? These companies are heavily funded by George Soros, who needs to be in prison, okay? George Soros is an enemy combatant, and so is Bill Gates, okay? Now, I'm going to share something with you guys real quickly. Oh, man, that excellent links there, brothers. Again, 666 Goldson Road. Just type that up on Google. And all of not just these Chinese military chemical plants and pharmaceutical plants and connected to the Chinese military industrial complex, but you got American pharmaceutical companies, French and British and German pharmaceutical companies, all located in that same geographical location within the Wuhan province, which is the epicenter of COVID-19. So it's called COVID-19 because it has 19 strands, okay, within the SARS family. This is severe acute respiratory syndrome. Now, back in 2006, the Chiron Corporation, capital CHIRON, that according to Greek mythology was a half man, half beast, who had a pedophilia relationship with the child Achilles. That's another topic for another day. So then the Novartis AG Group bought the Chiron Corporation for $5.7 billion. Now, according to the National Institutes of Health website, NIH.gov, if you type on the upper right-hand corner, Chiron, capital CHIRON, it will show you there is a major patent number. So then the Chiron Corporation created the pathogens for COVID 1 through 10. Let me say this again. Chiron created the pathogen of COVID 1 through 10. The Novartis AG Group buys the Chiron Corporation in 2006 for $5.7 billion. And now, who owns COVID pathogens 11 through 18? The Pirbright Institute out of England. Well, who is a major supporter of that? Bill Gates. So the Pirbright Institute is infected with MI6 personnel, which is the British equivalent of the American CIA. So pathogens 1 through 10 is owned by Novartis, which they sold to China in 2018. Pathogens 11 through 18 was sold to China in 2018 through the Pirbright Institute. Now you have COVID-19, which is through reverse engineering a combination of the first 18 strands, okay, which make up COVID-19. This is demonic here.
This totally is, and you know, we covered a lot of the Pure Bright on a lot of our episodes, and they put out a statement that BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
They contacted BuzzFeed, and they're like, "Oh no, Bill Gates didn't donate," but they got it wrong.
They're wrong.
Gates did donate. They've been donating for a long time. It was just on that one part. Yeah, okay, maybe he didn't donate to this section of the company, but he's been constantly donating to the company. So it was very misleading how they said that, because you could just go in on their website and look at who their sponsors and who's donated money to them, and sure enough, Bill and Melinda Gates is right there.
It's evil. And so these pathogens, now each pathogen or strand of the 19 pathogens or strands that make up the coronavirus, each pathogen is designed to affect a certain ethnicity. Okay, let me give you an example. COVID-19 might affect me differently than it affects you. It might affect you differently than it affects a Russian or an African, okay, or a Filipino person. So each of the strands through Novartis and Pirbright, which now the Wuhan Institute controls, has been through a diabolical psyop created to infect certain anatomies of certain people of different ethnicity backgrounds. That's demonic, okay? That is demonic. Again, through the National Institutes of Health, it shows the patent number of COVID-19, which it was sold to Novartis for $5.7 billion. Documented. Nothing from a conspiracy website, from a governmental website, okay? Now,
Yeah, this is really important. What you just said is a lot of people are looking. I mean, and we're being censored out there for talking about this because it's a conspiracy theory. But no, the paper trails are very easy to follow. It's actually not hard, and it doesn't take a genius to do it. So this isn't a conspiracy at all.
No,
Well, and also, so I, you know, again, I'm just like typing in some of the stuff as you're saying relating to those Chinese companies, and something that came up is that Wuxi AppTech operates 15 sites across the U.S., Europe, and the Middle East. 1 year before Soros invested in the company, they announced plans to build a $100 million research and development center in Wuhan. The center was operated 1 year after Soros' investment. The Wuhan lab was open. Right there.
It's right, gentlemen, it's right there. See, myself as a researcher, I don't give information, throw it up against the wall to see if it's going to stick. I don't do that. This is meticulous research that anyone can find online through government websites. This is not through a conspiracy theorist website when it comes to the coronavirus, okay, being created, okay, through the Chiron Corporation, through the Novartis AG Group out of Basel, Switzerland, through Pirbright Institute, okay, sold to Beijing, China. It is not by accident. And as a side note here, before I let you guys go, well, let me give it another 10, 15 minutes. Bill Gates has a patent, okay, through his Microsoft Corporation, this U.S. patent number 060606, okay, which is a
Of
patent,
course. So
yes,
cliche. Why everything has to be 666 with these people? I'm so tired of it.
it's all code. And as a side note, well, before I get to Bill Gates here, your audience can go to the National Library of Medicine. The U.S. patent number, this is on a U.S. governmental website, is US 200 625 7852. US 200 625 7852. Now, if you click on that patent number going back to 2006, it reveals the name of the property owner, the former property owner, the Chiron Corporation out of Emeryville, California, and all of the inventors, the scientists that created the pathogen, which makes up the coronavirus. And at the bottom, it shows you the application number and the filing date of each strand. Wait a minute, what are you saying, Bishop? Each strand within the COVID-19 family has both a application number and a patent number. This is how demonic this is, gentlemen. And all 18 application numbers in all 18 strands were sold to who? To the Chinese Communist Party out of Beijing. These devils out of Beijing. Now, I'm not talking about the 1.4 billion Chinese citizens. I am talking about President Xi Jinping, that through his 2013 Silk Road Belt and Road Initiative, and through COVID-19, they're trying to dominate the world through a Soviet style of takeover. Okay? That's what the Chinese want. Because, brothers, you have to understand that the three, and again, I hope you guys have that link, because this is documented information from a U.S. government website connected to the National Institutes of Health, that all 19 strands have both a application number and a patent number. Now, again, getting back to Bill Gates, he has a patent through the patent number US 060606666, where he has created the design of a vaccination capsule, okay, or a vaccination type of capsule that can be injected within the body of every human being. And so thank you, so there you go right there. And so through that capsule, okay, or that microchip, the vaccination can be dispersed in the human body. What gives Bill Gates the right to try to rule our lives, okay? Through this U.S. patent 060606, through this microchip, through this capsule or this chip, vaccinations can be dispersed in the human body. Bill Gates is Lucifer in the body. I'm sorry, okay?
This is so you know, I started looking up real quick this the Bill Gates, the 0606, and I found it. I found the actual patent on Patent Scope. It's W02020-066. But this is it. It's a cryptocurrency system using body activity data, and there's actually a U.S. patent, and it's just a bunch of numbers, and in it basically seems like using human body associated with the task to provide using a mining process in a crypto. This is weird stuff. Like this is legit. This is real, and it's by Microsoft.
Yeah, and remember back on Good Friday, there was a commercial with this witch in Hollywood, Marina Abramovich, who uses the blood in the adrenochrome from dead babies to paint art. But she was hired by Bill Gates through Microsoft to do a commercial on Good Friday.
Yeah.
It's an abomination. So as we're wrapping this up here today, the greatest global cover-up in human history. So then we went over the Boule Secret Society, Kobe Bryant, Jeff Steinbold, the Brian Steinbold Venture Capital Fund, through the BitKid Online Educational Common Core, through Cindy Wing John Me, and now Kobe Bryant's connection here, that I'm going to blow your minds even further. You guys probably already know this, okay? Now, it's interesting that one of the minority owners of the Los Angeles Lakers, a man by the name of Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, he is a billionaire doctor scientist out of Los Angeles, okay, whose family left China during World War II because they were invaded by the Japanese, and they moved to South Africa. And then many decades later, Dr. Shiong moved from South Africa to Los Angeles. He is a minority owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, he is connected to a German doctor by the name of Dr. Peter Weyling. Now, Kobe went to Germany, to Düsseldorf, Germany, between 2011 to 2016 for a series of knee treatments. Okay, so this knee treatment that this German orthopedist, Dr. Peter Wehling, okay, and as a side note, Dr. Peter Wehling owned shares in two of the pharmaceutical companies that were sold by Dr. Patrick Chiang, who is the minority owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. And that is the Fresenius Corporation and Celgene. Those companies were once owned by Dr. Patrick Chiang, but now are sold to the German government, with Dr. Peter Wehling as being a major shareholder in those two corporations. So quickly here, Dr. Peter Wehling is the former physician for the papacy system, more specifically for Pope John Paul II. So he is the founder and the director of the Center for Molecular Orthopedics and Regenerative Medicine, or CMOR, in Düsseldorf, Germany. He specializes in platelet-rich plasma, okay, which is blood doping. Now, Dr. Peter Wehling, one of his patients was the former cycling champion Lance Armstrong. Wait a minute now. So Lance Armstrong was excommunicated by and through the U.S. doping agency, but Kobe Bryant wasn't, because this PRP knee treatment program, okay, which is banned by the U.S. doping agency, but it's not banned by the National Basketball Association's policy on drugs. So then, this platelet-rich plasma therapy was originally called orthkine or originokine, okay, where they take the blood out of a patient's body, okay, freeze it, okay, and then 3 weeks later, they will send it to Germany for that blood to be re-injected back into the body and the knee of Kobe Bryant. Now, Dr. Wehling was connected to the Balco scandal, okay, back in 2004. The blood doping scandal that involved Barry Bonds, okay, and many other baseball and basketball and NFL superstars. So with Victor Conte. So Victor Conte knew Dr. Peter Wehling, including another doctor, a man by the name of Dr. Christian Renner. Now, Dr. Renner is a doctor was heavily connected to Kobe Bryant. He's the doctor of lifespan medicine, okay, out of Santa Monica, California, where he would take the blood out of Kobe Bryant's body, and this was between 2011, 2016, and would ship that blood to Germany. So, in fairness to Kobe Bryant, we don't know if his blood was doped or not, but according to the U.S. doping agency, this platelet-rich plasma therapy is illegal, but it's not illegal in the National Basketball Association, okay? So, at the same time, Dr. Christian Renner was also involved, including Dr. Peter Wehling, in the 2013 biogenesis scandal with Alex Rodriguez, okay, where human growth hormones and these performance-enhancing drugs. So then, wait a minute, I don't understand. So Dr. Peter Wehling, Dr. Christian Renner, who are Kobe Bryant's former doctors, connected to Victor Conte of Balco, and connected to biogenesis, to a man by the name of Anthony Bach, who served a major prison sentence. So, wait a minute now. So, Alex A. Rod gets excommunicated from Major League Baseball and probably will not make the Hall of Fame. Lance Armstrong has all of his cycling winnings destroyed, wiped out, okay, from the Tour de France. What's that race called? That cycling race in France, where
Tour de France.
Tour de France, yeah. All of that was taken away from Lance Armstrong, but he had the same doctors, Dr. Peter Wehling and Dr. Christian Renner, as Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant, and again, I'm not trashing his character, but he was mentioned in a book, okay, by Victor Conte, along with Dr. Peter Whalen and Dr. Christian Renner, as we're unpacking the greatest global conspiracy ever told. Why? Now, what does it have to do with Kobe's death? Kobe was blackmailing these people because they were trying to stop him, especially with Adam Silver, who is the commissioner of the National Basketball Association, because in 2018, the government of China had approached Kobe Bryant about starting a major professional basketball league. Now, in 2019, this gets more stickier here now as we wrap this up. According to the Business Insider, there's an op-ed in September 2nd, 2019, in the Business Insider here, where Mohammed bin Salah had reached out to Kobe Bryant through a woman by the name of Princess Rima Bandar. Wait a minute now. That name sounds familiar, Bandar. She is the daughter of Prince Bandar, who was a member of the Bin Laden construction group and a member of the Carlyle group that's connected to the 19 hijackers of 9/11.
Jeez, this is crazy.
This is so nuts.
This is crazy. Wait a minute. Kobe Bryant is approached by this woman in September, and it's right there, okay, on the Business Insider, including on the Guardian newspaper. Sports washing, how Saudi Arabia lobbies the U.S. largest sports bodies, okay? Kobe Bryant was approached, okay, through his representatives by Mohammed bin Salman, who is the crown prince of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He sent Princess Rima Bandar, who is the daughter of one of the key architects of 9/11, through the 19 hijackers, okay, who is connected to the Bush family, okay, Prince Bandar, okay, and his daughter reaches out to Kobe in September 2019 because Princess Rima, okay, hires a U.S. consulting company by the name of the Churchill Ripley LLC. Wait a minute now. Who owns most of the shares in the Churchill Ripley LLC? George Soros, through his Open Society Foundation. Connections, gentlemen.
Yeah,
The Saudi Arabian government pays Churchill Ripley $22,000 a month to recruit Kobe Bryant, but they don't reach out to Adam Silver. They reach out to Roger Goodell of the NFL. They reach out to Gary Bettman of the National Hockey League. They reach out to the commissioner of Major League Baseball. They reach out to the commissioners of soccer and golf and the World Wrestling Federation, but not to the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver.
wow, this is crazy stuff.
Kobe, because they had offered Kobe a check for $1 billion. So then Kobe Bryant went to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in late September 2019, 3 to 4 months before his assassination, because the NBA did not want him to do this. Wait a minute. Kobe said, listen, I have nothing to do with you guys anymore. I'm retired. But because they didn't reach out to Adam Quicksilver, who is a member of the New York City B'nai B'rith of the Anti-Defamation League, I'm not against them, but it's that same organization, B'nai B'rith, that had President Lincoln assassinated right after the Civil War through an attorney by the name of Simon Wolf, who had hired John Wilkes Booth, which is not his name. His real name is John Wilkes Botha, capital B-O-T-H-A. His great-grandfather was an attorney in Spain, but his great-grandfather and his great-grandfather's great-grandfather was excommunicated by Queen Isabella going back to the 1400s because of the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, don't get me started. Let's back to Kobe Bryant. Blue Lace Society, COVID-19, China, Big Pharma, Herbright Group, Novartis, High Tech, Acorn, Insay, okay, and going through Saudi Arabia. And in my conclusion, Prince Rima, again, is the daughter of one of the architects of 9/11, according to the FBI in the Central Intelligence Agency, and the former ambassador, Prince Bandar bin Sultan, okay, through a 28-page document, okay, through the 9/11 Commission, had provided housing for the 19 hijackers. How in the world would Kobe Bryant be connected to these people? That's why he died. And this is part one, volume one of the greatest global cover-up in human history. Boom.
Wow.
He's connected to all of these entities. Lifeboat Foundation, Clinton Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, okay? BrainGate, the brain, and Kobe is all over the map, including the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in connection to the daughter of one of the 9/11 architects with the 19 hijackers.
Larry, I think there's so many people out there that don't understand how the sports industry is connected to everything. And to be fair, like Ben and I we started a sports industry series a couple of months ago just to start digging into this. And it was shortly after you came onto the scene, and you just start putting it all together. Where there is money, where there's multiple, when you follow the money, you start making these connections. And all of these people in the sports industry, there's so much money in sports, and these people are connected to all of these things.
They're all interconnected. And this is the reason why, in my conclusion, I have to go, guys, where President Trump, I believe, is ordained and anointed by God to destroy the second Constitution of 1871 that was enacted with the financial backing of the Rothschilds through the Vatican, through Pope Pius IX, to make the United States, not the United States for America, but the United States of America, in all capital letters. That's why we have all of these wars, because since 1776, we have been in wars 95% of the time. Why? Because of these demonic bankers. But all that day is over. Guys, thank you so much. I have to go to another show.
Okay.
I hope and I pray that you guys enjoyed the teaching here today. And please, to all of your listeners, please support the bishop. Go to paypal.me/GSRR Media Group. Again, paypal.me/GSRR Media Group. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Larry, thank you so much for being on our show. We appreciate you so much.
And I hope to be back soon.
Yeah, me too, man. This is awesome. And God bless you. Stay safe.
You mentioned you didn't have many friends, but you're welcome on this show as a friend anytime, Larry. You're a friend of ours.
Thank you so much. I got two great friends, Brother Ben and Brother Rob, and to your staff there, and at the Edge of Wonder, you guys are doing a magnificent job for the kingdom of Jesus Christ, okay? You two are contract killers for the kingdom of the Lord Jesus Christ.
We've got your back.
Yes. We are the true Knights Templar, okay, who represent Jesus Christ. So hopefully I can be a monthly guest. It would be a great honor to do that.
You're welcome.
That would be awesome, for sure.
The greatest global cover-up in human history. Thank you so much, Brother Ben and Brother Rob, to your audience. We love you guys in Jesus' mighty name.
All right, well, until next time, we'll see you out
on the edge.
All right.